Hello. Okay, I'm so excited to show you how to use this super simple makeup. So there are a few different ways to apply it. I'm going to show you what we call the cheetah hack. I think this is the easiest way to do it. It's also the fastest way. So if you're running low on time, this is going to be your go-to, okay? We're going to be using our fingers, so make sure that you wash your hands really well before you stick your fingers in the product. And yeah, let's just jump in. So I'm going to be using the 4 basic tins. So I have my highlight, my main highlight, my brightening highlight, my contour, and my lip and cheek, okay? So we call this the cheetah hack because hack stands for highlight and contour. We will be highlighting and contouring our face using spots like a cheetah. So I'm going to dip my finger in the product, apply it to my face in spots, and then I'll use my brush to just blend everything together. Okay, so I always like to start off with contour. There's really no right or wrong way to wear the makeup, but this is how I like to do it. So I'm gonna run my finger in the contour. Remember, contour is going to help emphasize shadows in our face. So as I'm talking, notice that I naturally have a shadow that occurs here just below my cheekbone. So I'm just going to go over that shadow, really emphasize it with this contour product, okay? So I will just draw my contour on here and do that on both sides. Okay, make sure they're even. I'm also going to use the contour across the top of my forehead, kind of in a rainbow, just like this. If you are maybe insecure about a really large forehead, this will help to make your forehead appear a little bit smaller. It will kind of create a shadow there. I like to go over my jawline with this as well. So again, notice that shadow. And if I were to suck my cheeks in really hard, it kind of accentuates that shadow. So putting this makeup on, it's like just slimming out our jawline a little bit. Okay, and then I also like to take this and just do it on the sides of my nose. So again, we naturally have a shadow there. This is going to give the appearance of a slimmer nose. Okay, so notice already my nose looks a little bit skinnier. It's all just the makeup. Okay, now I like to go in and use my highlight products next. So I usually recommend 2 or 3 highlight colors depending on your needs. This one is called my main highlight. So this is like your bottle of foundation. It's going to help color correct, kind of blur any imperfections. I like to apply this anywhere that a man would have a beard. So think like the bottom of your face. And like I said, like a cheetah, we're just gonna kind of draw it on. And as you use the makeup, you will get really comfortable with the amount of product. Like you'll understand a little bit better how much product to apply. I like a more medium coverage look. So I know that this is the amount of product that works for my skin. If you want a fuller coverage, you'll apply more makeup. If you want a lighter coverage, you'll just do a little bit less. It's super easy to customize to your preferences, okay? So like I said, everywhere that a man would have a beard goes my main highlight. Let's say that I recommended 2 main highlights for you. Maybe you're in between 2 colors. In that case, I would just dip into one, draw a line, dip into the other, draw a line, and so on. So that you're kind of alternating. That will help to mix the product on your face. Okay, next I'm going to do my brightening highlight. So this is the brighter of the 2 colors. This is like your concealer. So I'm going to dip into this one. Notice it's just barely brighter than this color. And I like to do this on either side of my eyes. Kind of up at a diagonal. I really don't want to put a bunch of this product underneath my eye, even though this will help to brighten the area. If we put a bunch of product here in those wrinkles, it will set, and we don't want that, right? We don't want makeup to cake underneath our eyes. So we're gonna kind of leave this bare and just do product on either side. Then I also like to just fill in this area a little bit. Again, as you use it, you will get more familiar and comfortable with the amount of product that you like on your face. Totally customizable, which is so great. Now I'm going to put this in this space on my forehead. And then I'm also going to run this down the center of my nose. Because I want my nose to appear slimmer, if I were to take this finger and draw a big swipe down my nose, it would really defeat the purpose of having the contour on either side. So instead, I like to either use a brush, or I usually use my pinky finger because it's the smallest of my fingers, obviously, and I just kind of dot it down the center of my nose, okay? Like so. So I look a little crazy, trust the process, it'll all come together. Now I'm going to use my lip and cheek. So it's a dual purpose product. It works super great on your lips and your cheeks. So I like to do my lip and cheek just above my contour, kind of pulled back into my hairline. This gives a more lifted look to my face. If you want to add volume, let's say you're a little bit, you're noticing that there is reduced volume in your face, you could instead do your blush in the apples of your cheeks. That will give the effect of more volume, okay? And I also like to do this on my lips for a little bit of color, a little bit of gloss. Okay, just like that. Now I grab my brush. So I love, this is the 3D hack brush. I think this is a really great, really universal brush. It has a really fluffy end, and then it also has a smaller, more dense, like egg-shaped end. This is great for an overall brush, but you can really grab any brush that you prefer. And now I'm just gonna start blending, okay? So I'm gonna take this fluffier end. It's bigger, so it will cover more surface area, right? So I'm going to blend my highlight first. And the makeup should just melt into your skin. So I'm really not like blending the colors together so much. I'm more just blending the makeup into that area on my skin. So I always start with that area down here. Now I'm going to blend this part above my lips. Okay, I'm going to now work around my eyes. So I like to flip over and use this smaller end because it's a little bit tapered at the end. It does a better job at getting around my eyes. I'm kind of pressing into my eye here. We really don't want to put a lot of pressure underneath our eyes and pull. That will help wrinkles, which we don't want. So I'm just kind of lightly tapping out, and I actually have some eyeshadow on already. If I didn't, I would use this residual product and just wipe it over my lids and this area underneath my brows, and that would prime the eyes for eyeshadow, which is really nice, okay? So I'm just kind of tapping out, trying to avoid the darker colors. Because I'm talking this through, it's gonna take a little bit longer, but typically I can do my makeup in 3 to 5 minutes, which is so nice. We're all busy. And it's great that it really doesn't need to take longer than that, okay? Now I'm going to go back to this fluffy end for this area on my forehead, just because it's a little bit quicker, it covers more surface area. Okay, now I have most of the highlight blended. Now I like to go in and do the darker colors. So whenever I blend my contour on my cheek, I always say blend up and kind of tap it out. So gravity naturally pulls everything down, so we don't want to also blend down. We want to counterbalance that by blending up. And now I'll just blend my blush in. Notice that the makeup, because they're creams, they just blend together really, really effortlessly, which is so great. So I'm blending up. Okay, now I will go over the contour on the top of my forehead. I kind of do little like circles. Make sure also that you blend back into your hairline. You don't want to have a big gap between your hairline and your makeup. Okay, make sure that you don't forget your jawline. Too many times I've been out at dinner or whatever with my husband and he says, you have a line of makeup along your chin. Did you mean to? And he always asks me, like, is it supposed to look like that? So don't forget to blend along your jawline. Okay, and now for my nose, I like to just do this really lightly. I'll either use my finger, or if I have a smaller brush next to me, I'll do that, but we really want to keep the product in this specific area on our nose. If we use a brush and just like go crazy, it kind of defeats the purpose because it moves the product around a little bit too much. So I blend out, I just kind of soften the lines of my contour, and then I'll just kind of tap with my brush and see how that helps to kind of blend everything together. Okay, but that is about it. It's really so easy. It's so simple. Once you get the hang of it, it'll take you like 5 minutes tops, and then you're ready for the day. You feel confident, your face is on. So yeah, that's it. Please reach out with any questions. Yeah, thanks so much for watching.